anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do a collective, the collective for today. Today is a Monday, December 29th, 2025. You may follow me on the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. We love that for you. Whatever doesn't, just leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you, okay? We're going to use the Urban Crow Oracle by MJ. MJ! I got to clean off my desk here. I mean, I said I was going to do Christmas decks through New Year's, which I will. They don't need to be up here. It's driving me nuts now. We got one on the table. Oh boy. I should have put lip balm on my lips. I was going to say my lippers. My lippers are chapped. We got two on the table. Three on the table. Let's do two more shuffles. Two more shuffles. Four on the table. One last shuffle. One last shuffle. Five with bottom of I literally have my phone on silent, but it sounded like a little ring, and then there's a message from Ring, neighborhood alert. I'm gonna set that on top of the box. We got five with bottom of the deck. We've got territory, soar, direction, survival, commitment, bottom of the deck. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. Okay, and it's funny because so stacked here, I got a Christmas deck. I've got that Wildwood tarot deck that I love, but I haven't used yet. I've got the Sacred Creators Oracle. I've got the Urban Crow Oracle. I've got the Intuitive City from Rob Barthelman. And I've got Crystal Banner's Love Oracle. And when I was getting, I knew I wanted to do the Urban Crow. I knew I wanted to do a Crow Oracle, a Crow Collective. But when I pulled the deck out from between the Love Oracle and then to Intuitive City, I was like, Love Oracle? I think this is a love reading, which we don't really get that often with the Crow cards. I mean, sometimes we do. Not often. Somebody's leaving wherever they are, wherever their normal stomping grounds are, okay? Like, and I'll just use me as an example. So I live in Round Lake Beach, Illinois. Let's say I grew up in Mundelein, but I live in Round Lake Beach, Illinois. Pardon me. Let's say I'm going to pick up and I'm going to move, and I'm going to move to Kenosha because a man that I got involved with lives in Kenosha, and I want to be closer to the man that I'm in a relationship. It gives that kind of vibe with the territory, the soar, the direction, survival, and commitment. It's kind of funny. Like, whoever this is, they feel like they have to do this. And I don't mean like, oh, it's an obligation. No, this person is being called, is being pulled towards a specific commitment. Now, you can say it's not a relationship. You could say it's a friendship. You could even say it's, going towards a new job, moving for your new job, whatever. That's not really what I'm getting. If you want to go with that because you don't do love, you don't do relationships, that's fine. I get it. But this is like somebody feeling like they can't live without another person. So they're leaving their comfort zone, right? They're moving in a new direction because they need to be wherever this person is, or they feel like they're not going to make it. Like they feel like they can't live without them. And like I said, it really does give me like a love oracle vibe. You can take how it resonates. I've never personally, I've never moved for love, okay? I owned my townhouse in Mundelein where I grew up. My ex-husband moved in with me when I bought it. He was my boyfriend at the time. We got engaged after 3 years, got married later that same year. And then the next year I ended up selling my townhouse and we ended up buying our house here in Round Lake. There's Round Lake Beach, Round Lake Park, Round Lake Heights. Somebody told me it's also that they can have a different mayor. I don't know. I don't pay attention. I really don't. You know what's sad is I should be involved in local politics, but I'm not. I've never and when the ex-husband and I got separated and got divorced, he moved to Arlington Heights, which is a little more like southwest kind of, or southeast, I'm sorry. And I stayed here. Like I moved from Round Lake to Round Lake Beach, literally like a mile and a half away from where we were. I didn't go back to Mundelein. I had no desire to go back to Mundelein. I love it here. It's relatively quiet and peaceful. It's a smaller town. Everything you could want is here or in Gurnee, which is slightly bigger and more industrial. Like more restaurants. The Gurnee Mills shopping mall is there, which used to be the outlet mall. Still technically an outlet mall, but they have regular stores in there. A lot of car dealerships, that kind of stuff. But like everything, within 5 to 15 minutes. Like what more could I want, Plenty of grocery stores, plenty of shopping. And if I can't find it here, then I go to Amazon, like everybody else. I can't imagine picking up stakes and moving somewhere else for another person. I can't imagine it. I just can't. And it's funny because I'm thinking about my ex-husband and he moved it, I wasn't his first person, right? He was actually married before him and I were married. He had girlfriends, he moved around, he lived in the city, he lived in Wisconsin, he got around. So like I'm pretty sure him moving in with me when I bought my townhouse, for him it wasn't a big deal. He was actually really excited. I just can't imagine like picking up stakes and being like, okay, I'm going to rent out my condo. Okay, I'm going to sell my condo and I'm going to move in with Ted, 50 miles away. I can't. But somebody feels like they have to. Somebody feels called to do this. And it's kind of funny because when you look at this, like you can see the sun in both these cards. And it gives like it really does give like a new energy when you really look at it. It really goes with the reading. And then you got these flowers here. And then you got the flowers again. They're also in this card. It could be a new person. It could be a past person. I don't think that really matters. I think it's just really about somebody falling in love and following their heart and really wanting to be with somebody and being like, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. Like, I'm going. I'm following you. Like, let's go. And I know, you could flip it around and be like, oh, that's toxic. Like, you should never, like give up all of your stuff. And then, I mean, it depends. It depends, right? It's only toxic if what you're going towards is toxic. If you're going towards somebody that has never been an issue and you've only ever known good things with them, it's not toxic. Now, if you get there, right, and the two of you move in together and like a month later you realize like they're an ex-murderer, okay, yeah, toxic. Cheater, yeah, toxic. But if everything's fine and there's no weirdness and there's no toxicity, then you're actually following your heart and doing what's good for you. It's like you kind of got to look at it from all angles, from all perspectives. You can't always look at things so one-sided, like, oh, that's not good. Why would you give up your life for somebody else? And again, like this doesn't even necessarily, like I mean, I could meet somebody that lives in Gurnee and rent out my condo and move into their condo in Gurnee. It's like 10, 15 extra minutes for work. I mean, that's still not that bad. Like I could still keep my job. It's not like I would have to quit my job in Grays Lake and go work in Gurnee. It's like right there. It's kind of funny because I'm thinking about the guy that I fell in love with at work, and I don't know. I think I told you guys about this. I don't remember if I told you or not. Um, he went to college for 4 years to get a degree, and he got his degree, and he has yet to work in his field. He has yet to work in his field. And since last year, since he started working with us, like I have known that he just is constantly applying for jobs in his field. And he's just constantly not, seeing any results. The funny thing is when I realized I had feelings for him, I literally had the thought that like one day I, would just rent out my condo, and if he needed to go get a job in LA or go to Paris or wherever, I would pack up the cats and we would follow him. Uh-oh. Hold on, it's my neighbor. She might have food for me. Ava's such a sweetheart. Okay, hold on, guys. I'm taking off the microphone. Not to be mean. I just don't know that she'd want to be on, you know. Okay. I guess I should have brought my phone. She's gonna have food for me soon, but she doesn't have it right now. I felt like leaving the microphone because I don't know that she would want to be recorded. I thought I'd be polite. But yeah, I thought, like if he had reciprocated and, we fell in love, like I would maybe follow him. That's his dream is to work in his field. And I don't have a field, like I could just go get a job anywhere. I have management experience. I have all kinds of experience, I could, whatever, it doesn't matter. I it's going to sound kind of weird, but I think he is the only person, man or woman, that I ever felt like I would follow him somewhere else. Like I would go with him somewhere else. Like I would pull up stakes and go. And I would not even like hesitate. I would not even think twice. He is the only person that I ever felt that. Not even with the ex-husband did I feel like that. Not even. Because there were plenty of times where the ex-husband talked about transferring to another state with his job because he works for Costco. And I don't want to go there. I'm not going there. Because we're getting a divorce because I'm not going there. It's going to be like the first ever long distance marriage in either of our families. Baby, Harley. I don't know. She keeps sniffing the floor. What are you sniffing the floor for? Yeah, and when I look at this territory card too, like this person leaving, and I mean, it's gonna kind of sound negative, but it's not really meant to sound negative. Like they're leaving behind all of this, like their past, their family, their friends, jobs, whatever was in their past, like they're leaving that behind. They're going towards their future. Basically, like they're going towards their 10 of cups. I don't know. I like it. I don't get any bad vibes or anything off of it. Like I said, like when the cards fell out and I looked at it, I was a little shocked because I really was not expecting that. I think I'm going to leave it there. I think I'm going to leave it there. Um, feel free to take what you will from it. If you don't do relationships, obviously this could, be like a friendship. It could be your career, that kind of thing. I hope it resonates for somebody. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys were entertained. Leave comments. I love comments. I hope everybody had a great Monday. I hope everybody is going to have a fabulous Tuesday. I hope all of y'all are off New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. I'm off. Well, I'm off New Year's Eve because it's my day off, and then I'm off New Year's Day, although they're taking volunteers, and I'm almost tempted, almost, because it would be like double time and a half. But with my knee, and I was going to volunteer for next Sunday. I don't know. I got to think about it. I got to think about it. All right. I, I hope you loved it. I hope you had a great day. I hope you have a great evening. I'll talk to you later. Bye.